Oh, this is super exciting because I have never even been on YouTube until this moment. Hello, thank you for joining. So exciting. Really, it's working. Those beautiful instructions, Mike, have enabled me to, do what is necessary. Now, just let me know if the sound is all okay and that you can hear me all okay, please. It'd be really helpful. I'm just looking on here and I've only got one dot. Okay. Fabulous. Okay, everybody, let's come into sacred space. Let's come into heart-to-heart connection, and then we will go from there. Okay. Dropping into the body now. Dropping into the breath. Gently closing your eyes. Hands to the heart. Feeling into the etheric spaces between. The liminal space that enables us to connect across oceans, through time and space. Our heart coherence beats as one, as our divine elder souls align in this held and sacred space. Breathing deeply here as you come into connection with your dear brothers and sisters. Breathing in and out through the temple of the heart. Feeling the golden Christ light pour into your being on each inhale, and in each exhale feel that expansion. Allow your heart's light to radiate out. As we send gratitude to one another for our presence, embodied in this moment. From north to south, from east to west, above, below, heaven's rest. We call you forth, dearest Magdalene Flame, to hold our hearts, to ignite us, to inflame our radiant soul light, our etheric blueprints. Open, unlock us. Let your rose light within. Breathe into this holding. Breathe into this celestial embrace. Feeling the worries, the tensions of the 3D realm begin to dissolve on the exhale. Breathing in the sacred holding of the Magdalene Flame, the rose mysteries, the star grandmothers, pouring their light into our earthen vessels, holding us each in our highest expression, each one of us a soul divine. Drawing your hands to the heart space as you arrive. When you're ready, opening your eyes. Oh, that feels lovely. Gosh, you three, your heart lights are radiant. Absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to start off with a beautiful collective reading, and I've pinned the questions in the comments, so that if you want to, then you can draw your own cards alongside and share, if you wish, what comes through. So I'm going to dive straight in. So I'm using this beautiful deck. This is my Magdalena Oracle. This is by Tony Carmine Salerno, and the words within the book are his, but the artwork, all the artwork is from his divine channeling. He is an incredible artist, absolutely breathtaking. And the cards are absolutely gorgeous. A beautiful conduit for Mary Magdalene, the Magdalene Mysteries, the Rose Codes, but also there is a lot of elemental magic that weaves through this deck. It is a portal to whatever you wish to unlock. So let's see what comes forth. So, how do the Magdalene Codes present in my life? Let's have a say. What is the message coming forth for the collective? How do the Magdalene Codes present in my life? As deep soul transformation. This deep sense of knowing that roots into your vessel, your root, your anchor, but also your guiding light. It is that voice within your heart space that gives you those nudges, those intuitive flashes, and helps you navigate the path of transformation, because it's an ever spiraling path, winding you in and out of yourself, turning you inside and out. So it's absolutely beautiful how her beautiful energies, her beautiful codes weave into the very DNA of our being, because all of us have the capacity to root and anchor ourselves in the moment, to be an embodied presence. And each one of us has that capacity to trust in our intuition if we so choose. We can either disregard it as, oh, I'm just imagining things, or we can truly allow it to be our guiding light. And for me, that is just beautiful reassurance that all that flows through me is part of that. It's part of that unlocking of those beautiful ancient codes within my vessel. And I don't know how each of you experienced that, but it'd be lovely to hear. I'm glad you feel amazing, Karen. It was really beautiful to bring forth. I wasn't really sure what was going to come in. So I'm ever so pleased that was beautiful for you. So I'll just wait for the chat to take action. See whether Karen's drawing forth our own cards, or Mike, or beautiful Helen. And then we will feel into, how do I honor this energy? Drawing that beautiful card for the collective. Okay. So the next card, how do I honor this energy? This card is mythic reality, and it is allowing yourself to be a bridge between the realms. And the portal to this connection is through the heart space. There's a bit of a misconception that when we ascend, we are ascending up and out of the body and we are reaching for the heavens. In actuality, we are descending into the realms of the heart, deep into connection to all that is. The heart space is a portal to the mythic reality, the many planes of existence, the many realms of being. So how can we honor that energy, allowing ourselves to be that bridge? I love that. I love it. I love it. Okay. So next card. What aspects of these sacred mysteries remain locked at this time? So I'm going to feel into how that is for the collective. Okay, so what sacred mysteries remain locked at this time? This is going to be an interesting one. Oh. You can't really make it up. The card is the secret. Okay. So what this card is saying is it's quite difficult to feel into which aspect of these sacred mysteries is locked within the collective, because for each and every being, that is something truly sacred. That is part of their soul journey, their soul unlocking. And for each individual, that's going to be different. It's going to be unique. It's going to play out in different ways. We have all invited in different lessons, and to become an embodiment of the Magdalene Codes, we need to go through that process. We need to go through those initiations and unlock those codes within our DNA one little step at a time. So I love that it is something sacred and it's something secret within each being. And of course we can feel into that. If I was reading for you one-to-one and you asked me that, we could draw a card forth to give us indications of what needs unlocking. So I love that. But we're going to feel into this. We're going to have a look at, because there's blocks for everybody at certain points in their incarnational cycle. So it's feeling into how do, we remove these blocks to our etheric being. How can we unlock those codes that may be causing a blockage within the ebb and flow in physical, emotional, spiritual, or mental body, in whatever layer, really, because it could be across many aspects. Okay, let's feel. How do we remove these blocks to our etheric being, dependent on what they are? So, okay. Oh, this is really beautiful. So the next card is Saint or Sinner. Okay. So this sense that, am I worthy of such divinity unlocking within me? Am I worthy of the divine light that wishes to support me on my earthly path? Okay. Do I see myself as worthy or unworthy? Do I see myself as good enough? And I think the first step on releasing these sorts of blocks to our etheric beings, whatever they may be, is this changing the narrative that we have with ourselves, telling ourselves that we are worthy, that we are good enough, that we are an expression of divinity walking an earthen path. And as soon as we start to make that shift in our consciousness, that intentional is a decision, isn't it? From the heart space, then we start to then be able to move through any blocks which are presenting for us in whatever aspect. So this doesn't have to be just the Magdalene Codes, the Rose Mysteries. This can be any aspect. And Karen's just saying, this is what she was talking about the other day with me, about, we were talking about how to reclaim dominion over one's energy body. And the first step is changing that narrative and believing that we are able to. However blocked we might feel, it is that self-belief, that self-worth that is active and flowing through us, and that we have the courage and the fearlessness to feel into that which presents and tackle it head on, which I am a complete advocate for. Hence being live on YouTube, stepping into fearlessness. So my last beautiful card for the collective is a message from the Magdalene. Just let me sit up. What does the Magdalena wish the collective, all that are watching the live, all that are watching the replay, what is the message from dearest Magdalena? I love that, Karen, that this is almost repetition, what I'm saying about changing the narrative. It's a reminder for us all, because we all at times display that self-deprecating behavior towards ourselves, don't we? So, oh, this is just so beautiful. So, message from dearest Magdalena: sacred sexuality. Now, this isn't a message of a physical divine union on the earthen plane. This is talking about the sacred union within the soul body. This is talking about this coming together of the beautiful Christ light, the flame of Maitreya and the beautiful Magdalene flame within the heart space, this sacred union of the masculine and feminine energies that flow through every living thing. And when we come into this beautiful practice of balancing this within our being, it ignites within the sacral space those creativity codes, that ability to ebb and flow, that ability to or just really know the self, really understand who we are and how to birth things into reality, birthing it from the etheric womb space. It's an absolutely beautiful card. I've been working with this. I'm just going to show you. I'll lean over and get this. I've been working with this through plant medicine. These aren't the ones that I've made. I haven't made either of these yet, but I'm using holly and ivy. And holly is obviously a really strong tree elder that completely embodies those masculine codes. And ivy is exactly the same, but the feminine expression. And together they're an absolute powerhouse. And I can't express what's unlocked in me. I just feel this real sense of acceptance, this real sense of softening. And the softening part of my earthly makeup this lifetime has been a real challenge for me, because I am very driven. I like to get things done. I'm always creating, which is obviously feminine expression also, but I drive forward. I don't stop until it's complete. And that at times has caused serious burnout, spiritually, physically, emotionally, mostly mentally, because I am very some call me intellectual, but there's so much going on in the realms of the mind. And to find the sacred gifts such as these, holly and ivy together, to work with balancing yin and yang oils within my practice, to come into yoga sequences that fire me up, but also bring me back into that softness and that place of acceptance, has really supported me in coming into that balanced energy. And it's an ongoing process. It is a daily practice. And I think one of the things I found that has really enabled me to come out of the mind and come into the heart is creation for creation's sake, not feeling like there's got to be a certain outcome. So getting out the paints and painting something intuitively and not feeling that I'm doing it because I am creating an oracle deck or something like that. making beautiful malas, but not making a mala because I want to put it on sale. Making a mala for myself, doing things that fill me up. That's really helped me balance that beautiful feminine light within me. So it's very personal, and everybody finds what works for them. But those are the things that have worked for me, that's for sure. So anyway, with all that said, that closes the beautiful collective reading. So if you're on live and you would like a message, you are more than welcome to drop in the comments and I will draw you a personal card. If you have a particular question that you want me to feel in through Magdalena's energy, I am more than happy to do that. Okay, so I'll just let the chat organize itself and see what's coming through. I do have KK would like a message. She is at work, bless her. Most of you beautiful souls are on the other side of the world, and thank you so much for tuning in. I think I've about sussed out that there's 5 hours difference between where I am in the UK and where you are in America, so it's lovely that you are here. Okay, so Karen would really like a card. Okay, Karen. I can feel what's coming through for you already. It's rising up in the throat. Well, this is part of what we were talking about. So you just need to let me know you wish to receive this. Okay, I'm just going to let Karen feel into this. Because this is powerful. Yes, please. Right, okay. First card for you, dear soul, intimacy. Now, this is about your sacred relationship with yourself. This is about cultivating the most important relationship you will ever have in your life. It is about putting yourself first. It is about listening. When different beings from many different walks of life are that cosmic mirror for you, and you've already had that synchronicity already in this live about changing the narrative. You are the only one in your life that can change the way that you feel physically, emotionally, mentally, etherically. You hold the keys. It is about devoting now to yourself, to your practice, feeling into what is right for you. You've just said further up here, I've just started aqua yoga and wanting to create more. Just let yourself, allow it, allow yourself. Believe that you are worthy of filling your life with all the things that light you up, all the things that make your heart sing. You are the priority in this lifetime. You've just got to believe it. You've got to believe you are worthy. You have got to put yourself at the forefront. This is about self-preservation now. It's got to the point where your physical body is screaming at you to put her first. It's time to listen. It's time to take action. It's interesting that you'd say you could feel your heart throat tighten. I could feel that. I could feel, yeah, all that is locked within there, all those unsaid thoughts, feelings, experiences that you have not allowed yourself to express. But also this spirals up into what you have not allowed yourself to listen to. You have not allowed yourself to hear the messages that have been pulsing to you from every direction. Mindful, embodied listening, healing that throat chakra, expressing those truths, and allowing you to be the most important being in your life. You know, loving yourself enough to give you what you need. Card number 2. This is reversed. Okay. The Ascension card. Okay. Now, the only way you're going to ascend is if you devote your time to it. It's a daily practice, however that might look. It doesn't have to be complicated, but this card tells me that you do not devote the time that you need. To flip this, you simply have to make that decision. And that could be that you commit to sitting in stillness, dropping into the heart space, calling on the divine beings that love you unconditionally and asking them to guide you in unblocking your etheric being, in reclaiming dominion over your etheric being. Breathing into the heart, breathing into that support, really leaning in and letting go. Okay, your last card. Oh my goodness. The divine grace of the Holy Sophia. Her codes pulse through your soul. They burst through your heart space. You feel with such depth everybody else's worries, everybody else's aches and pains. Your physical vessel has taken on that which does not belong to you. You hold so many cords, so many bindings, so many claws of attachment. I can only describe them as claws. That's what I sense around your etheric being. And to shift that so that you know where your energy begins, and everybody else's ends, you need to clear the energy field. And I feel like I want to come into that practice now, live on here with you all. Mike, is that you on Eric's iPad? Karen, is Eric Mike's husband? I think I've sort of got an echo of Mike talking about Eric. So yeah, okay, super, brilliant. So if you are open and ready, yes, she's absolutely ready. This is going to be light language. This is going to be deep. This will burst your being open, but at the same time, it will enable you and whoever else wishes to connect with this to clear the energy field. Anything that is not yours, anything that has been holding you back, anything that you have embodied, that you have taken on as your own, is going to begin to drain away. This is a deep process. So following this, I feel like you need a week of, and I don't know how your life is organized, but you need a week of sitting out in nature. And if you don't have a garden, you need to go and sit somewhere in nature and just breathe with nature and allow yourself to assimilate and allow yourself to become accustomed to being in your own energy field. Anyway, with all that said, let's just come into the body again. Drop in into the heart, knowing that all that will unfold in this moment serves your highest good. As the divine Sophia steps forth, echoing through time and space, holding you, dearest daughter of Isis, dearest child of the sands. Allow yourself to open to that which is your divine right. And dearest son of Horus, I feel you too. The divine balance within your vessel, your radiant golden rose codes pulsing through the ether. We honor you. Open and receive. Tanya chin yo chin nan si pun chin yan yu chin si chan kon chin Jinyon yitznyon yenesyon hin sachinyon yo Sinyati ganchi Miananya chia to see chant kijonia senia. O mianachian tia sia tokatian and wutitianako. Hits achenia ponsi chania kia. Tachinia chia. Iman chake. O anya. Inchinion O Nanasikchenyo Emansachenin. Breathe deeply here. Drawing your energy into the sacral, into the temple of the etheric womb. Draw your entire consciousness into this space. Iman sachin yitian chiki siachin yabuantiante. Inta ikun tachin siantanya a. Feel the space within. Feel the seed of your soul creation pulsing in the temple of your etheric womb. Allow your consciousness to conjoin with this energy, the source codes of your creation. Become one. Breathe and become one. Breathe and become one. Feel the rose pink light of the Holy Sophia spiraling round all layers of your being, filling the tears, the cuts, the scars, the rips, all that has violated your immortal soul, bathed in her light. Receive her healing grace. Allow her to reach the heart, to reach the throat, to release all of this negative energy that is not yours, that does not define you. Come now into your body, into your being, and feel the entirety of who you are. This is your energy. This is your golden, radiant light. The light of the divine. For you are a divine being, walking an earthen lifetime. Breathe and believe in all that you are. Bowing down in the humblest honoring for all that you have received. As Sophia's rose pink light gently releases from your being. Breathe and bring yourself back to the here and the now. Feeling your body, feeling your blood and your bone. Feeling yourself in the space in which you reside on this physical plane. Anchoring here, rooting here, and invoking now from the heart space. I, a divine expression of source light in earthen form, do claim dominion over my sacral space, as is my divine birthright across all levels and planes, across all times and dimensions. I intend it is so, and so it is. Breathe into this truth and own it. Own all that you are. Drawing your hands to the heart, sealing in your dominion over your earthly vessel. This is the truth of your energy. This is the truth of who you are. Feeling your birth. Beautiful. Beautiful souls. So, I'll just let you come back to this plane of existence. I will shuffle the cards once more because I feel a card, very, very emotional. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Need a card to seal this in. I have brought a cuppa of cards. It's not complete without a cuppa. And one needs grounding. Before my heart bursts as a cosmic mirror of the beautiful clearance and soul liberation that I had the honour of being the channel for. So, bowing down in honouring the trust that you have reflected across the seas to my humble being. Thank you. So, Karen, and anybody else who needs to hear this. This is a card to seal in. It's going to make you cry even more. This is a card to seal in that which you has received. The God, the Goddess. This is your energy. This is all that you are. Breathe and become all that you are. The spiral of the Goddess lays out before you, and many lineages step forth to support your soul growth. So that's for you to feel into. It's time to trust and surrender to your divinity, dear soul. Thank you, beautiful souls. Thank you. So, would anybody else like a card before one jumps off my very first YouTube live stream? I will give Mike and Eric a chance to comment if they wish. We'll give the deck a little shuffle. Thank you, Mike. Okay. I feel like Mike does not wish to request a card, which is he's received all your wishes and needs to receive. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Well, you're so welcome. It's been coming forward. Didn't know how it was going to come forward. I felt like it was very, very personal. I thought it was very, very intimate. And so when you asked for my assistance, I felt like the divine nudged me to offer you options in case you wanted that one-to-one holding just with me. But you've had a beautiful, well, it's been 2-to-1 because you've had beautiful Mike, your bestie, me as obviously a new soul friend, and obviously your beautiful divine being in a beautiful soul session in the arms of the Magdalena. Perfect energy and so gorgeous that the divine Sophia flowed forth. She is the queen of the heart chakra. Absolutely. Oh, Mike would like a card. I must be patience personified. My dear soul sister Helen would laugh her head off. I'm the most impatient being. I have to learn to, allow things to flow at their own pace. So hilarious. I love that. Boom heart. I'm so glad it's what you needed, dear soul. So, Mike. Gosh. Is Eric with you, Mike? I feel a lot of Eric energy. Because you're on a beautiful cruise with him, aren't you? Right. This is for you, Mike. Oh, steady. Don't be pulling the microphone out by accident. Okay. Oh, Mike. Revelation. The Revelation card. Now this, it is Uluru, the solar plexus of the earth, the seat of Gaia's personal power, her courage codes. This is a beautiful sacred space. I don't know whether you've already journeyed to this place physically or etherically, but this land is calling to you. And I feel that you have a really strong role in this lifetime to bring forth earth healing, to work with the grids, to work with the ley lines, to transmit your healing grace back into Gaia's beautiful skin. But this has got multi-layers to it, because the revelation that is talked about, which is spoken about here, is that of the portal of the third eye. We're coming back to this. I feel like I was picking up on something going on in there, and I just feel like I don't know if this makes any sort of sense to you, but like there's lightning trapped in the portal of the third eye, and it is really important for clarity of vision that this lightning is released. It's served its purpose. It has reactivated that which had laid dormant, but it now needs releasing back to divine source light. So make of that what you will. Okay. Next card. Oh, you can't make it up. Oh my goodness. I shuffled all the cards back in. You also have the Divine Sophia. Her codes are so active within your divine vessel, but she honored that within the channel, that you are so balanced with the masculine and feminine codes within you. And this card is an honoring again. Hear that honoring. You are an incredible being, and that which you emanate out into the world unlocks that balance within all the beings you come in contact with. It's very powerful. It is something that does need to rise up from the earth and does need to descend from the heavens and alchemize at the heart space for you to fully realize the power that flows through you and the capacity that you have to be a world teacher in whatever avenue you choose. You can be a master at whatever you want. You just got to just pick something. And it doesn't mean you're picking forever. You are picking that which lights you up now, and make it your business to just know everything about that and share your word with others so others can unlock those codes. And when you feel the nudge flow into mastery in another aspect, you've come to this lifetime, the elder codes flow through you, and they're asking for more. They're asking for more, and you are ready to give more. Your heart radiates so much love for humanity, and through your healing work, through your teaching work, and through your soul family, this will become possible. Oh, I love that. Look at your soul tree. Beautiful apples of wisdom, keys to unlock the mysteries of the earth. So much love, so much love, so much love flowing through your blood, your DNA, your soul lineage. So much love pulsing in from your ancestral line. Whether you believe it or not, there is the most incredible acceptance for your radiant golden heart and all that you are. And then so much love from the realms. There are so many etheric beings stepping forward saying, work with me, pick me, be a master, through my modality. You've got so many choices. It is up to you. Feel into it. Pick what lights you up in the moment, and just trust in your own rhythm, and just go with it. Just go with it. Be fearless. That is emanating through everybody who's been called to be a world teacher. It's just beautiful, beautiful. So you are amazing. Both of you are incredible. So honoring you from the depths of my soul, sending so much love, so much love. Do we love the Magdalene Oracle? Pretty special, pretty special. So I am just going to say thank you to all who have joined me live. Thank you for enabling my first ever live. I loved the guide. It just made everything so simple and straightforward. So sending so much love to both of you, to all that watch the replay, and watch this space for Cuppa and cards next week. Lots of love.